Okay, here I am. So let's do this. I'm going to tell you, my podcast, I named it The House of Stitches. But this is a rough draft, so I don't know what episode it is. I'm not even concerned because I record so infrequently. But I'm here, and I hope you're there. If you're a returning viewer, God bless you. I'm glad to reconnect. This is my way of checking in and checking on. I've been trying to leave comments on the podcast that I've been listening to because that's all I've done. If it's not the news, I'm listening to podcasts. So I've been trying to comment and just kind of as a way of saying, hey, I'm here and I'm well. It's good to hear from you all during this time. It seems like people are ramping up their, YouTube presence, and that's good. That's good. I couldn't imagine going through this without any ability to reach out and touch. Even though I've been practicing social distancing for many years now. I don't know, it just kind of happened. It wasn't my plan, but it just kind of happened that way. So, I just have a few things. I guess I'm not even going to call this a podcast. I'm just going to call it a vlog because it's spur of the moment. I try to live day by day, moment by moment. And today I feel good. You all have inspired me. You continue to inspire me. Other podcasts that I'm watching. And I'm not going to do any shout outs, but I probably have left comments on yours so you know who you are. But you all inspire me. So today I thought I've had enough. So I've had enough of the news. I'm going to reach out and do something fun. So I'm going to share with you my one finished object from 2019. Which I discovered right before I hit the record button, that it's not quite finished. Yeah, but I'll show you. I'll talk about that in a minute. I'm going to share some things from the past and some things and one item in progress. And I may do an unboxing. I have some fabric that I ordered that came in. I haven't opened. And I may talk about my latest toy as well. So let's go ahead and get started. I will start with these two items that I made identical from the past. This is the first one. I knit, and I'm a crocheter who knits, okay? So just keep that in mind. I still feel knitting is much more challenging. It's much more when I need something to get me going, get my juices going. Crochet is my zen. It's my yoga. It's my meditation. It's like, I zone out on that. So this is knitted. And this was the first one I made. It's a cow. And I made the small size. And let me see. Yeah. This is the first one. You can see how the seam is straight. I was kind of pleased with that. I don't know how not to get that seam knitting in the round. This yarn, I don't know what it is. It was given to me, so I can't talk about it, but I had tons of it. I probably should have just made a sweater out of it all. But anyway, I made this cow just as a way to kind of practice my knitting. And knitting in the round. It's very springy. It's very springy. But this is a small, like I said. And I think the bind off, my bind off is too tight. And instead of correcting it, though, I thought this will be for a child. I'll probably donate it to, eventually I'll donate it. That's the thing. I can't take stuff to Goodwill, right? Or even maybe the homeless shelters. You know, some of the family-oriented homeless shelters, maybe. But this is seasonal, so I'm not going to take it now anyway. But, you know, who knows? Who knows? I was trying to clean out some areas, and I kept thinking, oh, this is going to be Goodwill. This is Goodwill. And it dawned on me, nobody's going to Goodwill. Goodwill is closed, Karen. Okay, it's a new normal, isn't it? Who knows? Who knows, even when we get to normal, what our new normal will feel like, will be like. However, I'm going to tell you some good news. And I thought, maybe we have to do these drastic measures. They say admissions, pollution admissions is down in, is it in China? Like 40%? It was substantial. And then I thought, maybe we are going to be required to be quarantined in our homes to save the planet. Just a thought. But anyway, after I made this, I made a second one because this was supposed to be a gift. And I used a somebody's stretchy bind off, maybe Judy's stretchy bind off. It was on YouTube. And this one I can fit. You're going to have to forgive the hair. This is my Frederick Douglass look. Anyway, I like wearing it like this. But I guess for some people, you can wear it over, I can't pull it down in the back, but you could wear it over the shoulders. But I don't like that. I don't like over the shoulders. That's just a personal preference. I kind of like it bunched up like this. Yep. So, who knows? Maybe I will send this on to the person. I just got a box of stuff that I make. I make stuff, put it in a box, or put it in a basket somewhere. And then when I'm cleaning up my area, I thought, oh, I forgot about this. Does it happen to you? Anyway, these are, like I said, makes from the past. I didn't know if I think I showed the first one, but I don't think I showed the second one. But yeah, I practiced fixing drop stitches in this because I dropped a lot. I've gotten better at that, by the way. Dropped very few stitches. And then another thing, I'm from the past, and the stitches have come off. Okay. I'm going to try not to panic. I'll have to fix that when I shut off. But anyway, this, I bought the yarn 3 years ago. Started making it 2 years ago. It's a poncho for my daughter. She wanted it, and she requested it. So, which is, I thought, surprising to me. But anyway, this is the one half of it. The other half is just stockinette. It's upstairs on my model, which I'll have to introduce you to her sometime. But anyway, this is the other half, and I'm going to pick up, I know this is probably a piss poor, I'm sorry. This is probably a horrible job, but I'm going to pick up these stitches and make a turtleneck. And then the other side gets connected here. But I thought, oh, Karen, learn to do cables. Oh, this is good. This will be good practice. All these cables, oh, by the time you finish, you're going to be the cable queen. Well, I am sick of cables. This is like 60 inches of cables. I have about, 4 more inches to go. And then some ribbing around the side, and that's it. And then this turtleneck piece. That's all I have to do to finish. And then, of course, sew this side. But I don't like cables. That's what I discovered. I'm sick of cables. Do not like them. But part of me, if I can't get these stitches on, these little few stitches on, part of me had the inclination to unravel all of this. I won't. I don't think I will. But that's it. This is a Lion brand yarn. It's a tweed. Splitty. I don't know. But that's a hell of a lot of cables. That's all I can say. And I'm doing these on straight needles. And these needles, they're wood, but I really like them. And they're pointy. Square. I like the square needles. I can't think of what brand this is. You want to know what size? I can't see that. I guess this is what readers are for, Karen. It says a 10 US. I'm not sure what that is in millimeters. I usually go by millimeters, but it says it's a 10. So I will maybe finish this. Maybe. Okay. I'm going to try to put my stitches back on. So can you bear with me? Splitty. Splitty. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to wait to do this after I quit recording. Now, the one finished object that I did all of last year, it's a shrug. It's supposed to be a cardigan. It was in a crochet magazine. It is called, I don't know who the designer is. I can't tell you which magazine. But it's called the Cocoon Cardigan. I do remember that. And I was really interested in how it was constructed. For some reason, that intrigued me. This is crochet. And I wish I could tell you what stitch this is. I love the stitch. Let me... That's the bottom. This is the back. And it balloons out at the butt. So it is like a cocoon. And the ribbon goes all the way around it. I think I did a fairly good job at the ribbing, except for around the neck. The neck's, well, I think they're kind of the same, yeah. But what I discovered right before podcasting, or this is not a podcast, but right before recording, was my sleeves one of my sleeves is not finished. I think I had like 2 to 3 more rows to do. I've already cut the yarn. I do have plenty of yarn so I can reattach it. Like I said, it looks nothing like the pattern that was in the magazine. I read patterns. I don't read diagrams. And at some point when I was doing the sleeve, or even the coming around doing part of the construction in the where the arms began to, come off the body of the sweater, of the cardigan, it didn't make sense. So I had to fudge. And in the magazine, this ribbing is hugging the wrist. And of course, as you see, I have bell-shaped sleeves, which I like, which I thought, oh, that's great. But I don't know. I'm pleased with it, kind of. Um, a young lady over at the dialysis center was modeling it for me, and it looked really good on. Um, but yeah, this is all. I started this in the spring of last year and finished it in the fall. So this is my one make. Now, right around Christmas, I started a sweater for my granddaughter. She wanted a sweater, and I thought, oh, she's always loved hot pink, but for some reason last year, she changed her color to yellow. And she chose a very pale yellow. And it's in pieces. It's a pattern I found on Yarnspirations, which I think is a Red Heart website. And like I said, I've done all but the sleeves. I've even started one sleeve. But I decided I'm not going to finish that either because I hate that color yellow. I don't have it to show you. Maybe I'll show it next time. But I hate it. I was like, oh, I'm sick of this color. So I think I want to make her something else. So I'm not going to finish that. And it's okay. I've given myself permission. But I received these. I got them off of eBay. And I thought I'm going to start part of my rejuvenation for today. I'm going to start a granny stripe blanket. And I want it to be big. I have a king size bed. I want it to be big. Now, I'm not saying I want to put it on my king size bed, but I would like to be able to wrap up really good in it. Me and my husband have, he likes light covers. I like a heavy cover. So, we compromise. We've had a heavy, very heavy comforter on the bed for a couple of years. And I loved it. So he finally begged to put another comforter on that's light. And I can't stand it. I cannot stand not having the weight. I don't know, something psychological, I guess, about that. But anyway, it's comforting. The comforter is heavy comforter is comforting. So I thought I'd make me a blanket for my side of the bed. That can kind of add, just add some weight and warmth. I like a fan on too, which is strange, but I like a fan going, or cool, the air can be on, and I like blankets, even in the summer. So anyway, that's the way it goes. But I got these mill ends, and I thought, okay, Karen, just start. I don't know what it is. I guess I could burn it and see what kind of fabric it is. I think it's a natural fiber. I think it's a wool. But anyway, I am going to start my blanket with this. I was thinking about doing a temperature blanket. And I thought, oh, Karen, you waited too late. You got 3 months to catch up. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. So the other thing I wanted to share with you, if I can find it, is my brother's book. My brother has published his first, he's done chapbooks, but he's published his first full-length manuscript of poetry. And it's called Defying a Total Darkness. That's his artwork on the cover. Yes. And I have yet to finish it. That's more of his artwork. So, yes. You can find it on Amazon. Maybe Barnes & Nobles, but I know Amazon has it. Or you can contact him. His publishing name, is Up From Some Dirt. He's been that on the web forever, like I've been Corota. He's been Up From Some Dirt. This is not the name our mother gave him, but That's his name that he has adopted. So, yes, he's published under that name, Up From Some Dirt. So, he's also a very talented artist. For a couple of years, he was doing beautiful, beautiful artwork, and printing them in, what is it, Giclée? Is that how you say it? Giclée? Giclee. Printing them. I have one hanging in my living room that I love, but that's my brother. And I'm very my younger brother, my baby brother, the only boy in the family of four kids. So, yeah, run out and get it if you are a poetry lover. Yeah. And if you want to kind of know what it is, I told him what I've read so far. To me, it has to do with the anguish, I guess, of being a black man in America, trying to live a creative life. There are certain things that maybe you don't feel you're entitled to do, that it happens for other folks. And that's what I'm reading so far. And I don't know if that's right, but that's what I'm getting out of it. So check him out. Check him out. And then the last thing I'm gonna open up my fabric. I have a goal. You have to excuse me. I have a goal of getting most of the solid fabrics by Robert Kaufman. So, because I can't order 500 yards of fabric at one given time, I order a little every month. Last month I got bright colors. This time I went for neutrals. So, I have some gray. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, look, and it's got names on it. Let me read what's here. They labeled it. I order from Hancock's of Paducah. Not just Hancock's, but Hancock's of Paducah, which is different from other Hancock stores. This is called Balsam. Balsam. Look at that. And this is a neutral for me. That's a neutral. I would use it as a neutral. Meaning these are not my pop colors. Chalkboard. Huh. Deal. Ferndale. Gecko. And Grizzly. Last month, I think I had focused on a lot of reds and oranges. So, this is fun. I had, speaking of 500 fabrics, my friend teased me, Bev, her name is Bev. She was teasing me because I ordered 500 colored pencils. They would send 25 pencils every month. And they were all monotone in the same, not the same pencil, but they all had 25 pencils of different shading. And I did that, and I have 500 colored pencils. My granddaughter tends to use it more than I do. But they're there. Maybe I'll pull that out too. A friend of mine said she's going to do, starting tomorrow, I think, do 100 days of creativity. You know, I don't know. Maybe I'll join her. At one time I was drawing faces. Yeah, and I was going to, my goal was to draw 100 faces. I don't think I did that many, but I drew quite a bit, and I drew every day. I don't know, but I love that daily art practice. Before my life was dictated by maintaining my health, I was scheduling my days in blocks of time to do different crafts and art making. And those were the best years of my life. I'm telling you, that was so much fun. So I'm trying to get back to at least a little of that. And like I said, watching the podcast has inspired me to start my granny stripe blanket. And I have many of patterns. I bought your patterns, some of your patterns. Some of you are designers. I've got the patterns. And I plan on making more this year. My year is just starting today. That's what I'm going to say. I'm not going to worry about January, February, March. Those are behind me. And what I have is today. And I'm good. And I hope you are too. These are just vlogs. I don't know that I can get it to the point where I can try to do my House of Stitches podcast. But I'm here. And feel free to reach out and touch. Peace.